am the League of Shadows.
Love is a lie. This is not a word that should be a part of our vocabulary. So, there's a few things wrong with love. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to go on and say how useless this word is for its ineptitude to describe accurately what is happening. This is a word that is tantamount to a scientist who's trying to describe, for example, oxidation. Imagine something is being oxidized and like a metal pipe, and it's being corroded by rust. And so he turns to his scientist friend and he says, "That pipe's really fucked up." It's senseless. It's useless. I mean, even if we break down the science of love, what we're really talking about is subjective experience someone is having. This is even if you want to lend it that much credit about the chemicals that are being secreted in one's brain. When someone says, "I love you," it's tantamount to saying something along the lines of, "The chemicals in my brain are eliciting a reaction in my consciousness that I'm letting you know about." The next thing wrong with the word is that the concept of love is far more noble than the nature of humanity allows, and this has been demonstrated throughout history and across the entire planet. There's no permanence to this chemical secretion in your brain. This concept of true love is completely illusory. It shall not last. So, if the word is useless and outside of existence, why is it there? Well, the same reason any religious concept is there. Be it gods, God, or karma. Because there is a priesthood that is preaching this concept. And that priesthood is women. There's only two reasons that anyone would protest or attest to love or believe in love. And that is either they are divisive or delusional, considering what the word represents. They are delusional if they genuinely believe in this concept. When you think about someone who believes that they're going to find a soulmate and love them for the rest of their life, and their soulmate shall love them for the rest of their life too. This is demonstrably delusional. There's no truth you can derive from this person's words. Or they are divisive. And this can be seen throughout our culture in many relationships. Why would someone say I love you knowing these concepts are useless and that humans are not capable of this concept that is too noble to exist within our nature? To manipulate someone. See, when you tell someone who isn't very experienced at least, or is just generally a little slow, that you love them, it suspends their critical thinking skills. It suspends their logic. This is exactly the method that, and if you haven't heard of this animal, I suggest you look it up. It's called a stoat. And a stoat, when it's hunting rabbits, one of the tactics it will use is it will flail around maniacally. It looks crazy, maybe like it's injured. The rabbits are so dazed and confused by the behavior of this strange little animal that it just sits there watching in wonder. And then the stoat strikes and the rabbit dies. There was no chase given. It was just hypnotized. And this is the method that many women use to extract resources from men. They hypnotize you. Why? Because they know it works. Men are extremely susceptible to female hypnosis. So, we have a useless word that would be too noble to exist in our nature that women are preaching. And women invented this concept, make no mistake. If you look at female biology versus male biology, particularly in the department of neurology, you'll notice that there are distinct differences in the way the brain is wired. See, a man's brain is wired more or less for motor skills, dexterity. A female's brain is wired for analytical calculation and intuition. This is because the greatest benefit that our species could have evolved with was one gender was the tool, and the other gender was the master, the manipulator, using that tool. We are genetically predisposed to be used by women. This is our nature. Love is a concept that was invented to lubricate this process, and it was invented for women, by women, and it's preached to us by women because it lubricates this process. If you are a man and you believe in love, setting yourself up to be taken advantage of.